Forgotten Blue. Hello everyone, how was your day? It was quite alright. That old steamboat held me up at the junction for 30 minutes. Be careful what you say about old engines, James. They may shock you. Reminds me of an old engine that used to work with me during my old NWR days. Oh, could you please tell us about him, Thomas, please? And this is the story Thomas told. It all started with an engine named Edward. He was a kind sort who always did the work he was assigned. He was the number 2 and I was the number 1. He was the older of us and he would show me how to shut trucks and coaches in the yard. He always was my best friend and colleague. We used to chat at the end of our days at the engine sheds, and every night before he went to sleep, he would tell me that one day I would be the wisest engine. We had a great home until the Dark Ages. What were the Dark Ages, Thomas? The Dark Ages were when the old NWR struggled financially. Running a full-scale operation to connect 3 railways wasn't enough itself. But on one stormy night, the line up to Tibet was washed away by strong tides. That was the final nail in the coffin for the railway. The plans for the NWR ceased. Me and Edward were left at Marin, where we'd stay here for the next 20 years or so. Fortunately for Edward, his shed had massive holes in the roof. Rain would come pouring like there was no tomorrow. I was left dry due to my shed door being closed, but poor old Edward was rusted. As parts fell off and deteriorated, he got smaller and smaller and smaller until hardly any of him was left. After those 20 years or so, I was discovered at Old Marin Station in that shed. I was discovered by recreation workers. When I was let out, all I could see of Edward was a lone, rusted tender. I was devastated after that day, and I've struggled to forget it since. So James, those old engines may not be around for much longer, so it's better to share happy times with them instead of getting angry at them. That was a great story, Thomas. I think Edward is doing fine in the clouds. Thank you, Percy. He sure is.